hard, but now I've upgraded my CPU and my board and everything. I can get better now, which I couldn't do with my old board. I couldn't upgrade it any more than it was already upgraded.
What's the processor you're running now then?
So I've got a. Well, now you're asking. Hold on.
Be a Ryzen.
It's a Ryzen. I think it's a 3000 series. Let me have a look.
No, I don't know AMD. I don't know what they're.
I used
to. I used to know all the comparisons, not anymore.
Yeah, I used to. I was pretty hot on that, but since I used to work at Mapley Electronics, but when
right.
So it's a Ryzen 5 3600, 6-core, 3.6D GHz or whatever.
Yeah, I'm running a i5 9800K at the moment.
I used to have Intel, but then people were saying it's better on the AMD Ryzens for the gaming. So I'll try it.
I'm on an i7 9700K.
The new ones, about to pull the triggers at i5 12800. The new 1700.
Yeah,
architecture.
They do look nice.
I had the old one at i5 200, which I couldn't do anything more with.
Throw it at the wall and make it stick.
So that's what was bottlenecking on my old system, was my CPU.
Did you sort your liquid cooling out as well, or you're not gone down that step yet?
No, I've gone for the stock. I was too impatient, mate. I just wanted to get it and get it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I will do it.
So I run the Noctua. Big twin radiator ones.
Nice.
Silent as well.
Yeah. Like a bloody car when you open up now, aren't they? All these big rads and everything.
Definitely.
Right, 6 right. I better change this now. Get off computers. 6 right. What was the star again?
Right, yeah. So we're taking off 6 right. Departure SID is EPAM 3 Romeo.
EPAM 3 Romeo.
Echo Papa Alpha Mike. And I'll tell you where we're landing in a minute. 6 right, yeah. And the star.
The wind change.
when you're all ready for that, I'll let you know the star.
It must be EPAM.
EPAM 3, yeah.
6 right is to be no. It's
hold on.
EPAM 3R.
3R, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm guessing at this. I've never done this before, so this is new.
Are you in the fly-by-wire?
No, just stock. I can't get fly-by-wire to work on this one still.
Oh, can't you?
But I've just gone into the flight plan, picked the departure.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, yeah.
And then
do the arrival as well. I'll tell you that very shortly when everyone's ready. It's a different arrival. I'm taking you in a really nasty way. Just to make it a bit more challenging for you.
So the from is LEPA 06R now.
Yeah.
LXGB. Wrong arrow.
Where's me? Sim brief gone? There it is. That's it. That's that one. Nine right. Okay. Oh, Google. Excuse me. Airbus and GA. Airbus, yeah. Fine. Fine. Roberto, how are you doing, mate?
Sorry?
How are you doing? All right?
Yeah. Fine.
You need to add some waypoints. We will, as well.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. My internet went off for some reason.
No worries, mate.
I was talking to you and then it just went dead. So anyway, before it went off, I was just asking what was our altitude, please?
270.
270. Thank you. That'll do.
Are you in, James? Are you in the fly-by-wire?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I've got to tell you to add some waypoints in a minute when everyone's ready,
Okie dokie.
just to get you into where I want to get you on your approach, because you can't add it as a star, because there ain't a star.
Right. Oh, we've got Nigel tonight, have we?
Yes, I'm not flying, unfortunately. Got other things to.
I'm doing
crack
your
on with,
approach
but-
though, Nigel. You'd be glad to hear.
Which approach is that?
The 1 into 9.
Oh, you got to do that one. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
point doing the other one. It's boring.
Exactly.
It's going to be interesting then.
Yeah, I've blown this on an event before with Nigel, and we were going to fly in the easy way, but Nigel said, no, not having none of that.
What you don't see, you don't know. Right.
Which fly level are you flying? 370?
270.
What is the block? So we were taking off from 6 right?
6 right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Epan 3.
Got a big A380 behind me.
I've got a Star Alliance 777, I think that is. And
What
one
gates are
behind
you
it.
all on? Are we in different places?
Say that again, sorry.
What gate are we all on? Are we all in different places?
To the right of you, James.
Oh, okay.
I can
Not
see
too far.
2 sunspots to the left of me, which, yep, one's Roberto and one's Jason.
I thought I'd be the odd one out. I've gone for the ski one. I quite like that livery.
I've gone for the normal.
Oh, it's a
UK,
lovely.
Here we go.
That's a lovely livery. That one.
Smart,
Yeah.
that is.
I like
Who-
all of them, but that one's really nice.
Who designed these?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I think it was that word I can't say. Communulation. Cumulation, is it? You know what I mean? Of a few people, and then I think it was Ben that actually did it for the A320.
Done a good
Yeah.
job with it. Really cracking.
Yeah, it
that.
is. It's a lovely livery, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Toblerone. When I get my chocolate bar, I eat it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The peaks, yeah, the triangles.
That's it. Right.
Can hear an F-18 buzzing around.
I think this is where I flew to the other week, and one of those F-18s was messing around.
Can't see it, I can hear it.
I tell you what, he was a good pilot. He got really close to my wing. And kept
Oh, it's
parallel.
taking off. There he's taking off on 6 right. There he goes.
We're going to get escorted when we leave here, then.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can hear it, but I can't see it.
So I can definitely hear it, but yeah.
Sounds really good, that does.
It's a good sound, yeah. I saw a video earlier of, I don't know where they've got it from, but the Phoenix A320, someone's got a video of it flying overhead.
Yeah.
And it's just as the engines are spooling down. And you'd think it's a real video of a real aircraft. It's that good, the sound. I've tried to share it on here, but the file's too big, so I'm going to have to upload it to my YouTube, I think, and just mark it as private, and I'll share it that way. But yeah, it's only a few seconds, but it's yeah, so you get that proper, it gave me goosebumps, you know, because you get that proper engine sort of going down, you know, power.
Is that coming on here, is it? Microsoft?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's in beta testing at the moment. Or
Yeah,
yesterday, it started yesterday, beta testing.
We'll have a lot of variety soon, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Phoenix one, though. I really
buy
am.
my missus a lot more flowers. PMDG, that'll be out soon as well. We need to
Yeah, that should be end of February, I reckon.
They're crafty, aren't they? They're doing 700 first.
Yeah.
Knowing that I want the 800, but I'm not going to wait 6 weeks. I'm going to get the 700 first.
Yeah.
They're counting on, isn't it?
Sorry, Jason.
That's what they're counting on.
Yeah, definitely.
Your extra
like
pennies.
6 week intervals, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they said they're going to do reduce costs so you can buy one variant, but they're going to bring the 700 out first.
Knowing
that the 800 is going to be the most popular, I think.
Yeah.
When you change the seats on the fly-by-wire, they sometimes keep the old seat. You have to delete them manually. It's I hate this.
For some reason, my simulator's paused, but I haven't paused it. I can move around my aeroplane now, but it's not letting me do nothing like touch buttons or nothing. Strange.
And your plane keeps doing a TARDIS effect to me as well. It's appearing and disappearing.
Everything's just like frozen, but yeah, I can move my mouse around in the cockpit and yeah, everything looks like it's just froze. I don't want to start again. I've changed all my camera views. Oh, anyway, it's working again now. Ah, here we are. We have life again. Excellent.
Ah, you're back.
Ah, it's strange.
What is the transition altitude? 6,000.
Yeah.
All right.
What were these waypoints you were putting in? Or was that later?
I'll let you know in a minute when everyone's ready.
Well, I'm going to reload this flight because it's just.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll be right back, guys. Just got to pop away a minute.
No worries.
Don't worry.
Right, load you quick.
I have nothing to select on my arrival airport.
No,
run,
you won't.
neither the runway.
No, exactly. That's why I've got some extra waypoints for you to add.
Nice little surprises for us.
Oh yes.
Oh, my plane seems to be reacting all right now.
So, where do we need to add that waypoint?
So if you go to your... no. It is... you should have PIMOS. P-I-M-O-S. Click on that next waypoint. And then it's X-ray Alpha Victor Indigo Romeo.
X-ray Alpha
Victor. Yep. Indigo Romeo.
India Romeo. X-ray Alpha Victor India Romeo.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm just adding that PMOS because I haven't got that.
Okay.
For some reason.
Cool.
So
It's,
I don't see.
it's PMOS.
Yep. And then Zarvia X-ray Alpha Victor India Romeo.
Hold on a second.
That shows. It was after.
After PMOS, yeah.
X-ray, Victor.
I put it before.
X-ray Alpha Victor
X-ray, Alpha, Victor. Yeah.
India Romeo.
Right, got that.
And insert that, so you should now have PMOS Xavier.
Yep.
Next one is, so click on Xavier and then type in UNBUT, which is Uniform November. Bravo Uniform Tango. And insert that, so then you should have PMOS Xavier and UNBUT.
Yep.
You with us, Roberto?
No, I'm deleting. Xavier. What's this? What is this doing? It's not deleting the waypoint.
Which one are you trying to delete?
Usually press clear and then click the waypoint and it disappears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Usually.
It's not deleting. He don't was to delete this one.
Are you alright, Jason?
Yeah, I'll choose a pun. I'll just wing it. I think.
Yeah, no worries. Have you got a little nav map or anything open?
I can have in a minute, but I can usually find the waypoints.
All you really need to know is just because you're not in the fly-by-wire. Don't think it's as straightforward for you to add.
No, I've added in the departure and approach, but that's about as much as I think I can do, really.
Yeah, in little nav map, if you just search for this waypoint that I'm going to give you, and then just fly to that, and then from there on it's manual anyway. You'll be flying manually anyway. You okay, Roberto?
I will put, when I'm near, I will make a direct to that waypoint, because it's not, it's making a mess. It's going up, down, then again up, and then again down.
Right.
And I can delete. I can delete. I don't know why.
No problems. I'll give you the last waypoint anyway, James. You'll be able to add this. All right. So after unbut, you've got that one in, haven't you, James? Give you two guys that last waypoint anyway. It's Romeo India Papa Romeo Alpha.
Romeo India Papa Romeo Alpha.
Yeah. Once you get to that one, you'll be flying manually from there on to the land at 9, runway
which was
9.
The one before?
One before is Uniform November Bravo Uniform Tango.
Okay.
If all of these waypoints are on the flight plan, I'd load it up, but as soon as I picked a spot to spawn at, it defaulted to just plain simple A to B virtually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've loaded up little nav map. I've brought the flight plan into there, so I've got it on there.
Excellent. And you've got those. You've got X Favor, Rip.
They're all in there from
from the flight
PIMOS. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've just got to share my little nav map to the iPad if I can type in the right number.
You with us, James?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the
Did
crew,
you get that
I
last
ask that you
waypoint?
please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6
Romeo
emergency
Indigo
exits on this aircraft.
Papa Roma
Take a minute to
Romeo
locate
Alpha.
the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like
That's
this.
your last waypoint. From
Pull the
there on,
strap
you'll
to
be
tighten
manually
it.
flying.
If you are
to
traveling
land
with
at
children,
runway
make
9.
sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation,
Romeo
leave
India
your carry-on
Papa
items
Romeo
behind.
Alpha.
Life rafts are located below your seats, and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Ain't not a database on mine.
That's weird.
Strange.
Had the update for the latest nav as well.
The other two went in, okay?
Yeah, up to one, but
Oh well, Nigel, looks like I'm going to cheat.
I expect nothing less.
I bet that's the best one as well, and the best waypoint.
That's your last waypoint where you'll, and then you just head literally a 90-degree turn to the north, so, but you'll be fine.
Unless like Roberto, I'll try a direct later, it might work, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, could be.
The other one's running okay.
Yeah.
Right, engines are on ready for when you guys are ready.
Cool, I'll get fired up as well.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because maybe I'm going to have 1 or 2 go-alongs.
Oh, are we on live weather as well?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm not on live time though.
No, I'm not.
I want to see it daylight.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've got compass running as well. Playing my hours.
Yep, same here.
I wonder why we're moving and I forgot the tug was still in the front. Oh, I'm so rusty at this.
Set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft. Ground. You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Cleared to disconnect. Pin has been removed.
We've got taxi all the way around the terminals now to get to the other side.
Yeah. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
We've got to watch out for cyclists now with the new law. You know, they could ride in front of you now.
I know, they're allowed to ride side by side and everything, aren't they?
So you watch them coming down the runway in a minute.
Yeah.
I just have to add that I'm a lycra wearing warrior.
What's this cutting you off?
They can't use my videos, I'm afraid.
Oh, right.
Too much offensive language, I think.
Too many C's and U's and N's and T's. At the end of the day, the roads are there for everyone, aren't they? It's just no one seems to respect each other nowadays.
No, that's it.
I think the trouble is now with that law. I think what I've read, most motorists are peed off about is that because cyclists don't have to pay road tax and things like that, and insurance. Well, no, I agree they shouldn't. No, but I think that's
maybe insurance, but not too extortionate, just enough to cover themselves.
Yeah.
But then, nor do electric vehicles anymore.
No.
No.
This new car I'm getting, I don't have to pay tax on it either.
Bloody hell.
It's a 1.5 diesel, which is weird.
My nipper pays £10 a year or something stupid for his car.
What yeah.
So I think there's also, you've got the one where you don't pay tax if the car's older than 1970 something as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, that's it.
What annoys me is that they keep going on about these e-scooters, they're banning them, but yet they're allowed to sell them, and they're trying to encourage people to use electric vehicles.
Yeah.
But then you get the police on Facebook bragging that they've took another electric scooter off someone. I think.
That's right.
That is really not a clever thing to brag about.
Definitely not, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I live in a area where they're trialling the system.
I'm really not against it. If they're on the road, then fair enough. But when they're on the path and, you know, killing people, that's a different story, isn't it? I don't know, this country is so on its arse. You go to Holland and places like that, they favour things like that. You know, they put in cycle paths.
Oh yeah.
And that's not just for cyclists, that's for scooters and all sorts. Not here.
What was your last fix you were going for?
Sorry, Nigel.
What was your last?
RIPRA, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, RIPRA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the civvy arrival, isn't it? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Civvy arrival into RIPRA.
Oh, you flying now, Nigel?
No, I'm just having a look. So you're doing a visual approach.
From RIPRA, yeah, literally.
From RIPRA. Radar fix is mandatory, but you won't get one. So you're at 1,520. And then you're waiting for point X-ray, which of course you won't get. So you'll have to figure that one out, won't you?
Yeah.
And then that's it, yeah. And look for the yellow flashing buoy in the water.
They simulate that on here, though.
I don't know. I've never been into Gib in MSFS. I'd love to think it was there.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Really would.
Well, you've done this flight before, Nigel, because the last time we did it, you was the one that said do this approach.
Oh yeah, I did it in FSX, I think.
Ah, right, God.
Yeah,
got you.
At FSX.
Got you.
Rated now, isn't he? He's one of the boys now.
Yeah.
I still use FSX for the military stuff.
I've gone the wrong way. I taxied all the way up to the top for nothing.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taxiing all the way up to...
You can't get around there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not that way. Yeah, the other way.
You
Yeah.
have to taxi to Lima and then go Sierra.
Put it on the, taxi chart on. Hold on. Let me unlock my tablet.
I'm coming down Lima now. Lima Delta.
I saw where James was going and thought I'd go that way, but I'll change my mind now.
Yeah, I would.
Taxi.
It's a long taxi. I wish I'd have spawned on the other side of the airport now.
Or we can take off from 6 left.
Yeah, we could have done, couldn't we? We're going to need a star just to get to the runway, aren't we?
Is there an add-on for taxi speed yet in MSFS?
Not that I know of.
Ah, there was a very good one in FSX.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a lot of planes just parking up on the taxiway here on the way.
Yeah, I'm going up LE at the moment. Taxiway LE.
Ah, I think I'm just coming behind you now.
Yeah, you're just coming past me.
Oh, was that you parked up then?
I was over on the left.
Oh, you stopped to look at the map, have you?
Just bringing up the rear.
He's levitating.
Then you'll be going on to J, Juliet Taxiway.
Gonna have to stop at the next fuel station in a minute. Lima Foxtrot now.
Lima Golf. Or have I turned too early? I've turned too early. No, we ain't.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. I do that a lot at Gatwick. Tells you to controller tells you to go on Lima Alpha November at Gatwick, and I always turn on to Alpha. Forget it's one before.
Do a circle.
Yeah. It's like, I told you to go to Alpha November.
Sorry.
Did you? Oh. Oh yeah, I did. I put a space between the A and the N. Didn't mean to.
Are you on the Just Sim scenery on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's yeah. Where am I going? Oh, left.
Pressure's on you, mate, because I'm following you.
Looking at my tablet chart.
I don't need the chart now, you're in front. I wish that you could like zoom in on a little nav map and leave it zoomed in just while you taxi.
Yeah, I know.
It's annoying. Yeah, I'm not getting high FPS, but I'm getting really, really smooth graphics now, which is nice.
Excellent.
So it has made a massive improvement.
Yeah.
Changed my board and my CPU. I've got 32 gig of RAM as well.
Nice. Yeah, that's my next upgrade, my RAM, when I get the money.
Now I can have all these things open on my second screen now and not have to worry about it.
definitely.
Right.
You okay, Roberto?
Yep.
Cool.
Following.
Big train of Airwego. The Airwego train.
Do the conga. Taxi a bit faster around that corner. Now we're on the correct side.
Checks.
So I missed Roberto's tour last week, didn't I?
You did.
I bet it was stunning as well.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, that was entertaining. That was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Apart from me getting on crashing for a change. I think I crashed 4 times during that flight. CTD, didn't I?
Yeah.
Something like me.
I take it you rebooted your computer tonight.
Yeah. That's the only thing I
Just in
didn't do
case.
last week. Yeah, I did literally before I loaded into Mike's flight sim.
Oh, I thought I'd done it again tonight. I updated the drivers to the latest ones because after the last time I've been reluctant to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't heard any issues. And then I'm looking at it and done it, and it's like they've just been released. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, I haven't done mine yet.
I did the same as well.
I loaded up, went in, and it crashed first thing. It's like, oh, you're joking. Here we are, it's still working, so what's that tug doing on the taxiway? Never mind.
There's a car going under Steve's plane on my camera, or a van going under you. That's weird. Where are you from then, Jason? You sound like you're from Bristol or around that area somewhere.
Hampshire, Southampton.
Oh, it's miles out. Oh, it's safe, isn't it?
That's why I kept on asking for Southampton to be added to the routes all the time.
Yeah. Showing you on the grass, Steve. That's weird.
I got the scenery from Flight Sim TO.
Yeah. I thought you had Just Sim. I've got Just Sim one. I have.
Me too. That's why I see you like levitating.
Yeah, so. Yeah, you're on the grass to me as well. Strange.
But it's just me. I'm the odd one out. I got the payware one, and I'm the one who's on the grass. Oh, I haven't done my flipping flaps for takeoff. Oh, come on.
I'm on into the runway. Just let me lights. And then I'm going. Right, take off. Landing lights on. Runway turn lights off. Strobe lights auto. Bosh. Right, I'm going.
See you on the other side.
See you there.
Hopefully the climbing performance will be better in mine today. Running up to 27,000.
What was you stalling in the sky?
Oh, it's just this. I just have trouble getting any altitude on these ones, standard ones.
Yeah.
The tour I'm on to do one at 37,000 feet is like, 45 minutes plus to get there. And with wind turbulence, it's like knocking me back down.
Right, 60 seconds is the minimum, isn't it? You can space yourself.
Yep.
Someone's coming to land ahead of us.
Yeah, I know.
What the heck?
See Steve banking away in the distance.
Here comes the next episode of Air Crash Investigation.
Why is my plane creeping? Stop.
Right, I'm going for it. There we go.
Here we go.
Got my TCAS. There we go.
Stopwatches on, are they? Chrono started.
Oh no.
Mine is.
Forgot about that.
TARA, tilt above.
Yep.
That bit. Just add a minute onto this now.
Antola SRS. Here we go.
feet, standard. Landing lights off.
Rotate.
Those two charts now. Let's get the arrival charts. Thanks. Open charts. Approach. What's the difference between this military and civil approach, Nigel? Is there? I'm not.
Yeah, it just
No,
keeps them separate.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, that's really all it is. And the military can probably do. Well, they won't have a TACAN, but they might do the SRA, which is a surveillance radar approach, which you can always ask for on VATSIM.
Right.
You can ask for an SRA. They're different as well. They're just to keep separation. That's all. Different performance. Yeah. Been in there many a time in a military jet. Sometimes by accident.
I was watching a video on YouTube the other day. RAF Norfolk, that police actually closed off the road. I think it's a Q400. Looks like a Hercules, but bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the new A400 Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite surprised they closed the road off, but I could see as it came in if that road obviously has articulated lorries on it, and they would have been.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to say. I thought that was an active military base anyway. They'd go in and out all day long, wouldn't they?
The A40 was past there. I can't remember it.
I think it is. Yeah, they've got quite a high turnover of civvy traffic as well. A lot of business jets going in, which probably shouldn't. They just pay.
It's red lines all the way down that road, and you can't stop.
No, it's part of the don't stop unless you've got a big emergency.
You never break down in the right place, can you?
You think they'd have lights there, like train train crossings and things, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm a bit
Fire stations
surprised.
doing that.
Well, for a long time they only had helicopters. Is that right? No, they've always had fixed wing. Yeah, I don't know why. Obviously, the previous aircraft they had there. Their performance meant that they didn't need to shut the road.
Didn't they have the Air Force planes there last year or the year before when Trump came over?
Oh yeah, Norfolk, yeah.
That's where they fly any soldier that gets killed in active service into, don't they, Norfolk? As well.
No, it used to be Lynham when Lynham was open.
Yeah.
And they used to have the funeral convoy go through
Wantage, wasn't it?
Wooden Basset, and
Yeah, that's it.
and that got the Royal Charter, Royal Wooden Basset, for the respect they used to show. But now they go into Bryce.
Ah, it's Bryce.
Yeah, they go into Bryce.
After 2 ticks, got no cabin crew tonight, so I just got to make my own coffee.
Things might have overshot the altitude a little bit. Oh no, it's coming. Oh, is it coming down? No, it's going up. Oh, it's coming back down now. It's going all over the place.
Do we know how much that Phoenix Airbus is going to be?
I've got full crew tonight in my cabin. Thanks, darling. 2 sugars.
2 sugars?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Do you know how much the Phoenix Airbus is going to be yet?
I ain't got a clue.
No.
I reckon around 60 quid, I reckon.
Yeah, kind of tempted, because it's just so precise, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, I'm back.
Hello. Was you here, Nigel, when I said about a video I've got of it?
No.
No, I managed to get hold of a video from someone who was at an airport on the ground when it flew overhead, and it's just as the engines are spooling down, and it gave me goosebumps. It sounds just like a real jet when it flies over my house going into Manchester.
Gosh.
It is. I can't upload it at the moment, it's too big, so I'm going to put it on my YouTube as private, and then I'll share it to you. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Don't know how this person got hold of it, whether he's part of the team or not, but...
My plane's flown off course now. Right.
What's it got in the waypoint in the top right on your MCDU?
Oh, that's right, but my plane's not following it now for some reason, so my next waypoint is a bit low, the ITLO. This is Simbury flight now.
Yeah, mine is.
Just go to control settings because less plane will flew from the approximate different profiles with the planes. Oh, the cabin crew's come back. Now I'm making my own coffee. How you feeling after your own coffee?
I've got my cabin crew in full action at the moment.
Terrible service. I've got to be nice for spin DJ and fire. Yeah. I want the 737 as well, so you know. Oh, it's in that doghouse. Oh, let's go on into Flora. Flowers. Red roses. Yeah, what's going on here with this? Your planes are all flying to the flight path.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm on the way to, was it Palma?
Yeah, that's what I'm heading to. I've just got to Palma, actually. My one's in Super, my next one.
Did you get yours off Simbury for flight paths?
Yeah.
I always forgot to turn off the lights at 10,000 feet.
And your radar tilt?
I'm still climbing, so it's...
Okay.
Mine's on below now. Because I've reached my altitude. Top of climb. We need to, when we get at Ripra, we need to be at 4,000. Flight level 40, should I say. Does everyone know how to add range rings on the fly-by-wire MCDU? No. Okay. Would you like me to tell you?
Yeah,
Show you?
good.
Cool. Do you want to know, Roberto?
Yeah.
Right, so go to the top of your flight plan in the MCDU and find the first airport that we left, LEPA. Or your first waypoint, I think it was.
Yeah, just the top row. Yeah, the top one will do it, and then do fix or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Fix info.
Yeah, fix info. Then in there, put in Ripra, which is the final waypoint.
Well, that's the one we couldn't find earlier. Let's see if it worked.
See if it works. If you can't do that one, use the one before them, but have you managed to do that, Roberto?
No, sorry, I was checking another thing first. What do you have to do?
So on your flight plan,
Yeah.
tick any waypoint in the top row.
I've got unbooked.
Then you should have top right fix info once you've clicked on it.
I've done that. It's done with radial time. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, hold on, James. Okay.
Press the soft keys.
Yeah, press one of the soft keys next to the waypoint at the top.
The left side or the right side?
Yep, the left side. You should have another screen pop up, and on the top right it should say fix info.
It's shown.
What's your next waypoint? Is it in Super or in Muka?
Super.
Yeah, click on that with the left soft key.
Okay, I have
Have you got
next
fix
waypoint.
info at the top right?
No.
Okay, click on the waypoint.
No. I think it's only on the development.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're not on development.
I'm
right.
on
All right.
standard, yeah.
No right.
Right,
sorry, Roberto.
No, I have seen the video.
Yeah.
But...
Okay, James. So now you're in the fix info screen, and you've got reference fix is Ripra.
Hold on. Let's do that again. Well, unboot I've got.
Unboot, yeah. And then you've got radial and radius.
Yeah.
So in the calculator, we're obviously at 27,000 feet. We need to get down to 4,000. That will take 72 nautical miles using the calculator on the fly pad. So in the radius, just put 72. Click the soft key to get it in there. And then just go back to your flight plan. And then when you reach that 72 radius away from that waypoint, you'll have a blue dotted circle all around it.
Oh, right. Okay,
so that tells you when to start descending, so you know when. It gives you a reference point of when you start your descent.
Right.
Alright.
That's only an experimental?
Development, that's in.
Oh, because I'm on experimental, so...
So it's in that as well, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nigel taught me that a few weeks ago, so...
It's a nice little reminder then, isn't it? So you know when to descend.
It is, exactly, yeah.
Well, until they implement the VNAV properly.
Yeah.
Once they've implemented VNAV, then you'll be all right. But it's very handy if, as I suspect will always be the case with FBW, the VNAV will work and then sometimes it won't work. It's always handy to know. This is how I can put a range ring on my last fix.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Did you hear all that? I know you can't do it, Jason, but did you hear and understand that?
Yeah, so this is stuff that I will be getting into.
Yeah, exactly.
That is really good. I like that tip. Because I'm always trying to calculate it and then do it myself. I never get it right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Too early or too late.
Yeah.
Well, the calculation's okay. I think the fly pad calculation seems to be all right.
Yeah.
It's just when do you know when you've reached that point? That's the difficult bit, isn't it? Because you forget. So just bang a range ring on it and you're away.
And I normally start, even with that ring, I start 5 miles before that ring, just to give them enough time to slow down as well. Because sometimes
I think in real life sometimes they give themselves 10 miles before the top of descent.
Right.
I think they sometimes give themselves 10 miles before top of descent,
Yeah.
and they press it then.
Got you.
Yeah.
So that was a 4,000 target, wasn't it? So you got 72,
Yeah. So
awesome.
you in your fly pad calculator, you just sync your thingy, you sync your altitude. It should give you 27,000. You just type in 4,000 in the next box, then you should get 72.
And then if you're a true professional, you'll keep an eye on it as you descend. You can see how far you've got left, and you can work out whether you're high or low.
Yeah. And you can increase or decrease your descent. Yeah.
Because of course, as your ground speed changes, then your rate of descent will also need to change.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't confuse anybody with that today.
You know, a while back we was talking about doing like our own little vaccine practices. Did that happen? Or?
It hasn't yet, no.
Oh, that's right. I missed it then.
No.
So I do want to have a crack at that at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just jump on board with one of you guys in the Airbus. You know, that is it your control you need, or
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
just listening, like
You can do that anytime you want, really, because you can log into VATSIM as an observer anyway.
Yeah.
And you can just log into, say, Heathrow and just listen to what they're talking about on the different channels.
I can get myself onto the runway, no problem.
You reckon?
I think, well, in a point.
When you get taxi via ACFG QR NV UW.
I wouldn't go for Gatwick straight away. I'd go somewhere simple first. But then,
yeah, definitely.
Somewhere like Bristol or something like that.
Yeah.
Stansted. No,
yeah.
That's the trouble. You got to find someone to. That's what the idea was with Steve and that lot getting their ATC tickets.
Yeah.
But with Join FS, we don't really need to, because we can still use that. You know, it's going to take us 6 to 12 months to get that certificate.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a 98-page booklet you got to read, and then you go through each test before you can. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm doing it. I'm getting there.
I only ever did it once. I did Platins around at Oslo.
Mhm.
It was really good. The guy was very patient. But
They normally are.
Now do a full flight. Have a go on a 737. Do it for real.
Yeah.
I bottled it after that.
Well, anytime you're free, James, and if just put me up, mate, give me a shout, and if you want, when you got some time, and we'll go through some bits. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some more videos on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
I've watched loads, and I'm sure it's all there in the back of my head somewhere still. But because you got the Americans doing a lot of YouTube videos, and you got us. We do things similar, but they've got a bit slightly different, haven't they?
Yeah.
Phraseology.
Not that different.
They like to show off today as well, speak really fast.
Oh, they all do that.
It's like, whoa.
And the other thing they do, they drop the leading one off of their frequencies.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in everything's got a 1, so it's pointless saying it. But in Europe and in the UK, we always say 116.25, whereas in America they just say 16.25, which makes perfect sense. But
if you're used to that, it does.
Yeah. I was a bit confused at first. I was like, what frequencies are they operating?
Flying over the pond and everything changes. Wow.
Yeah, I can't think where I was. I think I was in LA or somewhere and doing a VFR flight, and they were just like, I thought, what are you talking about? And then it was a couple of minutes later, I thought, oh, now I get it. That's really clever.
I've just entered mainland Spain.
Yeah, I've kind of got a shortcut here. I don't know how I ended up going well, of course, but it's my next waiting.
My flight plan that loaded in is nothing like what it should have been.
Right, my next waypoint on here now is Papa Oscar Bravo Oscar Sierra.
Yeah, I've got a couple in between that. I'm just approaching VLC, then I've got Sarah Astro, then your one you said.
What I don't get is I download it off SimBrief, I load it in the sim, and I load it in Navigraph, the same thing, but yet they don't seem to.
How do you load it into the sim? Do you do it through the flight?
You know, when you choose your plane and then it says load, doesn't it? You can load the flight yourself.
Don't.
Waste time.
Not waste time, it just don't do it accurate enough from SimBrief, unfortunately. If
what
you
about
do
if I
it...
use SimBrief downloader?
No. You can actually load, as long as you've got your SimBrief ID in the fly-by-wire A320, you can just initiate it in there. And
I've tried that, but it only brings up my arrival and departure. It never does anything in between.
It should do.
Which is bizarre.
That's generally a mismatch of air racks, where it can't figure out any of your waypoints.
Yeah, because you go to... We talk about main menu, into Atsu.
Yep.
And
no, you should be able to do it. You should be able to do it straight from the
iPad.
No, straight from the Mukdu. Like the init. I think it's one of the init pages.
No,
it's just got a.
It's not in the init. It's on the
AOC menu.
No, there's another way you can do it really quickly from not going into the AOC menu.
There is one on the init page as well, but...
Init page, you press that, it should load it all for you.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I thought you had to get it from the main menu first and then put it into the init.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'll try that next time, because that's what I've always done.
Yeah, I'm on that page now. It's the one where you put in your cost index and your...
Yeah, it should get all that from SimBrief. But it's been a month since I've flown, so I don't... Just...
Check that next time I do a flight, doing it direct from the init then, yeah.
That scene looks good over Spain.
Does,
Are you flying just flight level 270?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you fly online, Jason? That's him. No. Is it something you're thinking of doing ever or?
Possibly, but it's a little way off yet.
No worries. Same with you, mate. If you ever just want to observe and listen in, you're welcome to.
We'll all get in your cockpit, Steve, and show us how it's done.
It'd be a crowded old flight deck, that.
Yeah.
Can you both talk? If you're in that shared cockpit, can you both talk on B-pilot?
Yeah, just one of them has to put like the end letter B and connect as an observer, so they don't have two airplanes on the radar.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But
they have to still upload the same flight plan and everything. Everyone has to do that.
But you could, one of you could do the easy bit, like on the ground, voice, and then the takeoff maybe, and then you could switch over. I mean, the en route stuff is so boring, isn't it? It's just...
The time we did it with Steve, I was making communications and he was flying.
That's brilliant. That's really good.
But it's better not to connect to Munich on a busy day.
No, that's right. I remember. Yeah. No, I mean it's kind of what I do with my flying buddy. If one of us will fly and one of us will do the radios.
That's right. Yeah.
Until you get to approach, and then on approach, then if I'm flying, I generally take the radios back on approach.
Yeah. Just makes it even real in sim when you can, with the option to do that. So when me and Roberto done it, one of us was flying the aircraft, the other one was doing all the checklists, and the comms. It's really good.
And I was, my point of view on my sim was like sitting on the first
on the
officer.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Just to be more realistic.
Yeah.
Jump seats. Got two in here, I can see.
Who's got Grand Prix on?
It's myself and.
All right. Talking about Grand Prix. That starts soon. Not far off.
World Cup as well this year, isn't it?
Is it this year? Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. What's with all these Manchester players? Bloody getting done for bloody rape lately.
Yeah.
Not good, is it?
No. Two now. One from United, isn't it, and one from City.
You're going to make an example out of them too.
Yeah, definitely. I hope they bloody do.
Did you hear the recording of the one? Like, horrible.
I didn't.
So we ask her for sex and she says no, and he says, well, I've asked you nicely, so I'm just going to have it anyway. It's hot as vile. Absolute vile. And I think she must have sneakily recorded it. But I'm hoping I'll use it as evidence because it doesn't really prove in the
it's
courts.
him, yeah.
So is it? Technology these days, what do you know? You know what they say about money?
Yeah, definitely.
They got R. Kelly eventually, didn't they?
They did, yep.
Scum.
Definitely.
I need to get this new tour out the way and then I can start flying the Twin Otter about.
Yeah. What, the World Tour?
Yeah.
What one you on at the moment?
Crikey, I can't remember now.
I'm just doing the last leg of the first half next.
Yeah, I've done I'm in the first leg of the second part.
I don't even know where I am, to be honest. I don't really look at the country where I'm flying to, which I should really.
Oh, I've got a short one next. I'm on leg 8.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm in Philippines at the moment, maybe. Trying to look at the map where it is.
I've got 2 new planes and I've not flown them yet.
You got the Kodiak as well, didn't you? Was it the Kodiak?
No, I had the CRJ.
Oh, CRJ.
I got for Christmas and took off and landed, and that's as far as that went. And the Twin Otter, I just took some screen grabs just on the apron, and that's as far as that got.
Oh, wow.
I put the sales tour in pause because I am almost flying nothing but the Twin Otter.
Yeah. How's that VFR flight going, Roberto, that you're trying to arrange?
have to test it.
Cool.
Because Nigel makes some additional waypoints.
Excellent.
And I have to test it and make some documentation for making like a bush trip.
That's one thing I was going to ask you, Nigel. I was watching a video the other day of an ex-RAF pilot who flew T1s, Hawks, and he's flying a Just Flight Hawk. And he just did a VFI flight from up north down to south. And how he done a VFR flight is different to how I do it with the timings, because I always stop my clock when I've reached a waypoint and restart it, but he just kept his going, and at every waypoint he sort of calculated the exact time he'd get there. Is that so? I think I'm doing it wrong, aren't I?
No, you're not. You're not doing it wrong. You can do it either way, and I generally figure out. I normally either forget to set a stopwatch, so I have to use my normal watch, or I just haven't got time to do the stop, reset, and start again. So you can do it. You can do it either way, but one way, the way he's doing it requires a bit more mental agility. But there again, his time between waypoints was only probably 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, he's doing 400.
He's doing 400 knots, 520 knots, or whatever he's doing.
Because he did divert as well. It was interesting how he sort of described that. So he diverted off because he wanted to quickly shoot off to Jodrell Bank and just have a look at it, and then fly back to his thing. So he sort of had to calculate the time it took him, and it was something like 20 seconds. And he sort of had to recalculate the, and all that. It's quite interesting watching him do it.
One of the things you have to do for your PPL is of course you have to do a divert. And on your skills test, they'll make you divert. You won't actually get there, but they'll make you divert and do all the working out.
Got ya.
So you do all the theory for that. He just says, right, the weather's bad, we need to go to this place, and then you have to find it on your charts and then figure out. I mean, it's only rough, which heading am I going to get right? Start turning now, because there's no point just keep going in a straight line while I think about it. Head off in that general direction. What time did I
the landmark that you're aiming to get at?
Well, more importantly, what time did I start that turn? What time did I start it? And then what's my rough heading to get to my diversion? And then when you're on that heading, then you can work out how far away it is and how long it's going to take you.
Right.
And you can do all that with the side of your thumb. So there's two ways of doing it. Yeah, absolutely. And I prefer to do the turn time talk. And if you get to a waypoint, there's another check which I can show you, which is if you're not actually turning, there's just another. This is my waypoint. What do I do next? Yeah. And one of them might be to reset your watch, or it might be just to make a note. Make a note of the time you got there. Are you on time? Are you ahead or behind? What's your fuel state? Have I used more than I should have done? That sort of stuff. Yep. And as much head out of the cockpit as possible.
He wasn't spot on. He wasn't spot on. But he knew what waypoint he was heading to and what it looked like and where it was, so he could just adjust. So it was great seeing it.
That's what you're doing. You're just looking for maybe not even your landmark waypoint. You may not be able to see it on a hazy day. You may not be able to see it. So you get yourself on the right track, and then you look for the next thing you can see to aim towards. And it may not be the one you want, but you head towards that, and then when you get there, you find another one. And they're like stepping stones towards your eventual waypoint. That's how you do it. Yep. It's all about keeping your head outside and looking around.
Yeah, definitely.
If you like VFR flying bush trips, I suggest you to buy Andes.
Andes.
It's on the marketplace on the sim.
Right.
And also I think it's on Aerosoft's store. It's a trip from Colombia to Argentina, crossing all the countries with small VFR flights.
Oh, right. That's good.
The one that Roberto's got planned is beautiful flights, lovely flight. Yeah,
nice.
So a lovely flight with some nice waypoints that you can pick out in MSFS, and you can see them, you can head towards them, and then all you need to do is get your head back out and enjoy the views. They're great. Yeah.
Oh, it's
I just added a few in that I would do as a VFR pilot. I just added a few in that I wasn't comfortable with some of the other ones he had because you just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's going to be a cracking little trip. That.
Nice.
I've got to set up a new configuration for me honeycombs for the Twin Otter, so that's been putting me off a little bit. Well, generic ones that are set up for like the Airbus and things like that, but
yeah,
it's on their forum anyway to the recommended settings. But
got you.
It's like, should I set that up or should I fly? I'll fly.
One thing I like with Microsoft Flight Sim where you can set up multiple profiles for different aircraft for your controller as well. I like that. It's really good.
Yeah, I've got I think there's 6 profiles at the moment for the. So obviously you can switch out all of the levers and throttles and twin 4 and.
The only thing I've noticed on here, will not remember, unless they've changed it now, you know, you can set your spoilers on your keyboard. I have to do it every flight.
What, reset it up?
Yeah, so you know, like we used to have it on FSX and P3D, you'd have the / wouldn't you?
That's right, yeah.
And so I set it up on here.
Right.
Every time I come back into it again, it's gone.
So I've got mine mapped to a button on my controller because I've got a spare one for that, so.
I might try that on the controller actually.
No, I've got a speed brake axis, never mind.
No, not that posh.
Flat one as well.
I did have the side tech control, but I bought the adapters
So I'm just coming past you.
Right, you've got 2 columns as well when you put your key in. Which one does it matter? Which one's Steve?
2 columns. One's mouse and one's keyboard, isn't it? I always do it on the left column if that helps. Yeah. Do you save it?
Yeah, I save it.
You save it, yeah.
Because that saves my Airbus profile.
Yeah.
it's nice to actually get flying with you guys again.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to have you back, mate.
And a working headset, so I bought a brand new headset.
I'd say, and we can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, I bought a brand new headset. My last computer would not work. I could hear you. I could hear everyone. And for some reason, it wouldn't allow my mic to work. And this new one I've got now, no problem. Straight away, it's working. I had to buy this adapter off Amazon so you could like put 2 phones to one. No, sorry. 1 to 2, so you got the 2 colours.
Right, yeah.
Seems to do the trick. These mountains are gorgeous.
They are, aren't they?
You use Droid FS as well? Or not?
No.
I've actually got a new one of that now as well.
They have, yeah, they have too.
Flight Simulator 2020. According to my rough measurements, we've got about 125 nautical miles to the top of the sun.
Yeah.
Just a quick measurement on the little nav map. I think I'm right now.
Russia are up to their old tricks again today, weren't they?
Oh yeah, see us scrubbing the eject out,
Yeah, no transponder, no flight plan logged.
Was it full bears, was it, or something?
I don't know exactly. I know that some Portuguese F-16s went as well, apparently, with some Typhoons. Watched the video the other day. I don't know how true it is of an F-35 that went splash into the sea in China. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah,
Really
it did.
Did it? Oh, right.
Yeah, it's still under investigation, the proper. But it looks as though it either snapped the cable, missed the cable, and then during the go around, or the bolt as they call it, it went off the side of the carrier. So he or she, I think it was a he, ejected and absolutely fine, but the airplane's at the bottom of the China Sea.
So worried whether China will get to it before them.
Yeah, there's all sorts of rumours about what went wrong, but ranging from the automatic system they use, the magic carpet system is now so accurate that it wears the deck out because the hook hits the same place every time. I mean, there's hardly any difference now as they come in. The magic carpet is so accurate. So, but I thought the deck landing officer could move the landing spot so that the magic carpet can vary the landing spot. But we don't know. I think it was recovering with an emergency, but we'll have to wait for the report. But the trouble is they make the news because they're so expensive. I mean, we always lose airplanes, new airplanes, until people get used to them, maintainers and aircrew. There's always a high accident rate in the beginning, but they're just so expensive. That's why they make the news.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder how many computers that's got on board, because I know the Typhoon's got something like 19 computers that.
Well, it depends what you call a computer. They've all got a pitch computer, lateral computer. They've got reference units. They've got. I mean, you could even call the nose wheel steering what used to be called a nose wheel steering amplifier. Yeah. They're normally called a nose wheel steering computer now. So that's the thing. But yeah, the computer.
They're more like modules than computers, aren't they? I suppose. Yeah, they all link to the same place. The main controller, don't they?
Yeah, they're all feeding a main bus.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just staggering. It's just staggering. Yeah, amazing.
It's like it's got automatic flaps as well, isn't it? Because I know the aircraft in the sim has. Anyway, I don't know if it's true to life. But
yeah, it'll have automatic slats and flaps, which will be angle of attack and all that sort of stuff. The Tornado air defense version had automatic wing sweep, automatic wing sweep, and all of that malarkey. They've been around for a long time, so. Yeah, that's well understood, all of that lot. And the approach, this magic carpet thing, when they get it sorted, it'll be the norm to land auto. And at the moment, I think if you are doing it manually, if you find yourself off of it, you can correct to get yourself back on it, and then take your hands off, and then it'll fly the rest. Well, they need it for bad weather on a carrier.
Yeah.
That's the C with the hook. Yeah. The B's just come in and do the usual hover over the side and then transition across.
Yeah.
But even that's so much easier than the Harrier was.
Yeah. Yeah, because the pilot had a lot more input in the Harrier in making that VTOL work, didn't he, rather than the F-35?
You had a nozzle lever, a throttle, and then of course your puffer, what were called the puffer ducts and the puffer jets,
out
of the wingtips and things, and of course your yaw pedals, which all helped correct, and you had to fly it all manually. There was nothing to help you, but the F-35, it's pretty much does it itself.
Yeah,
amazing. Same as the auto takeoff, it's just amazing. Bring the toilet seat up and then engage auto takeoff and just let it do it.
Yeah. We're talking tornadoes, Nigel. There's so many variations. Do you know what they all were? Like the GR1, the GR3?
Yeah. I worked on GR1s, GR1As, GR1Bs, GR4.
Because you got ADF and Panavia as well, haven't you?
Well, Panavia was the umbrella name for the company that made it.
Okay.
So Panavia was a mixture of British Aerospace, a German company, and the Italian companies. And it was just like an umbrella thing. And the engines were RB199s, but they were made by a company called Turbo Mecha. And Turbo Mecha were a conglomeration of Rolls-Royce, Deutsche Benz, Mercedes, basically Mercedes. They were English, German joint venture to make the RB199 engine.
Right.
So it was called the Panavia MRCA, which was multi-row combat airplane.
Yeah.
Then when it went into service, the RAF called it Tornado, the Germans called it Tornado, and the Italians called it Tornado.
Right.
But they could, of course, chosen their own names. But
yeah.
I worked on just about all the mud mover variants, I think.
I love it. It's still one of my favourites to watch at air shows. It's incredible aircraft. Especially I love the reverses on it, the way they engaged. It's, brilliant.
God, they used to come out. They come out so quick, and they stow. They stow so quickly. We had a guy who, when we used to do them on the ground, you can use a compressor to supply the air needed, because they work on air motors. So the engine it's air from the engine that's moving the thrust reversers. And we had this guy who was forever known as Dr. Fingers, because he was always messing around with things he shouldn't. And a couple of people only just got their hands out of the way, because you can hear it. It goes and he was like, Christ, and he got his hands out and he was like, sorry. Dr. Fingers, as he was known. I worked on all of them.
Nice. Lucky man.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. When it's cold, wet, miserable.
Oh yeah, true.
Middle of the night.
Runway 9 we used now today.
We are.
Just ask ATC for the most difficult runway.
I was just looking on this thing on the flight path that I never noticed we had like a meter at all.
Yeah.
How good that is.
You can also get a chart on Discord on the AV bot.
Oh right, okay.
Where's the AV bot? I put an example in the other day.
It's at the very bottom, isn't it?
Is it the very bottom?
No,
online.
Just below chat. Yeah, just below the voice chat.
Just below that. Yeah. I think I put one in there. I put charts. Where is it? Yeah, you go bang chart and then the iCal. So if you go bang chart LXGB, I'll do it actually. Bang chart space LXGB. It should give you a link to the chart. No, you need to put a bang in front of it.
What's a bang?
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry, I call them bangs.
Not up with this lingo stuff.
Oh, it's not available. Look.
I can get the navigraph on
the
that.
internet easy enough though, can't you?
Yeah, it's just a nice place to
get it
go.
There.
If you do chart LEPA, he hasn't got LEPA either. Who is that? Oh well, forget I said that. It's not handy at all.
I managed to source one off of the internet somewhere, but I will be setting up a Navigraph account, I think.
Yeah, I need
just to make it easier.
There's the chart.
Oh, cheers, Roberto. You got there quicker than me.
Yeah, quite Roberto, isn't he? He just comes in and saves the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. And as you turn after X-ray, as you line up, in real life, there's a yellow flashing buoy there in the water.
We'll be starting my descent just very soon. See my blue ring now.
You're getting over. Well, you must be near Malaga then, are you? MGA.
Yeah. 28 miles from MGA.
I'm starting my descent because I'm flying 370.
It's higher.
Yeah.
You're flying into there in September?
Malaga?
Yeah.
Nice.
From Southampton as well.
We're going to Costa del Devon this year. Never been down there. Looking forward to that. To try Lanzarote for the last 2 years on the trot, and then the big seas spoilt it.
Yeah.
And this year, we're not chancing it, we're just going to stay in the country.
Someone wanted a list of the countries I was going to this year. Yeah, it was quite a few.
That's Wales' country, because I could put that on my list.
It's a principality in reality, but yes, I'm sure you could.
On one trip, I'm going to 5 countries in 5 days, so that was interesting.
Oh, you're going on a cruise, aren't you?
Yeah, it's up through the Baltic, so we get Russia. Well, hopefully, we're going to Russia. St. Petersburg, anyway.
We're not jealous.
Estonia. Christ, I can't think of them all. Only sort of like 8 hours in each place, not long.
How are you doing all that then? In what?
Sorry?
How are you? What's your mode of transport for all those?
Cruise ship.
Oh, lovely. Right. Wow.
Again, because I live in Southampton, cruise ships just...
Yeah, probably in your back garden. Yeah, in your back garden.
Uber.
Give me some advice. Don't go on it if it says Titanic.
Right, guys, I'm going to disconnect. Have a eventful landing, and I'll look forward to seeing the video.
Thanks, Nigel.
I'm sure
thanks a lot.
Nice
sure
Roberto
is streaming.
I'm recording as well. Yeah.
Oh, you are recording. Okay. So,
yeah.
Okay, so I should hear the screaming. I love Roberto's videos because you hear his passengers screaming. It's so funny.
What's that on Pack X? Is it?
Sorry?
Roberto, what is that you use? Is that your own little...
No, I create the sound. I just mix a lot of screams.
Oh, okay.
It's his family.
Oh, did you get the kids to do it? Like, just get the...
No, I
get the rain one.
Goofy screaming, like a lot of screams in the internet,
brilliant.
and I use how's called this software? Landing rate monitor. So
yeah,
if you land soft, they clap, and if you land hard, they scream.
And do they scream?
Almost always.
Yes, right. Okay, guys. Speak soon.
Yeah, no problems, Nigel. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I think my plane's trying to sell me something. It's just slowed down for me. Thank you very much.
We're about to keep an eye. We're getting close to top of descent now.
Just got down to 200 now. Making my turn onto my next waymark point, which is Pimos. Flying directly above Malaga Airport very shortly. That looks pretty busy down there.
Just looking for this blue circle now, and I start descending. Oh, I see it. Dotted line coming up.
You got it. Excellent.
Cool. So as soon as you hit that dotted line, descend.
Well, 5 or 10 miles before it.
Oh, before it. Okay.
Just to give you enough chance, because that don't include when you slow down. Because when you slow down, obviously you stop descending because the aircraft raises the nose to help you slow down.
usually when you're at 10,000, it slows down.
Yeah, it's 250. Yeah.
Well, the weather looks a bit too good for a challenge, doesn't it, today?
It does, yeah.
It could change when we get down there. There was a landing challenge on here, wasn't there, for Gibraltar?
Yeah.
MS, yeah. So it was nasty weather. Right, here we go. Descend. 4,000, we said, didn't we?
Yeah, 4,000, yeah.
Someone's just went flying past me with some rate of knots.
Not guilty.
I think that's Roberto. Roberto.
Yep.
Reaching 10,000 feet now.
See if I can spot all the golf courses when I'm flying over. I've played that now.
Played golf for years.
Sorry?
I haven't played golf for years.
That's the only reason I'm going to Spain's golf.
Oh, is it? Nice.
2 years since I played. Well,
We're at-
I wouldn't say played. Playing pub.
A good walk ruined.
I'm not bad on the tee, but I'm not good when you're at the fairway and getting off the grass. I'm good at ploughing it.
We're out there for 7 days. We've got 3 rounds of golf booked.
Nice.
Not sure what to do with the rest of the time, but there we go.
19th tee.
Oh, yes. Actually, probably one of the best golf courses I've played is Tenerife.
Right.
The golf course is literally right underneath the approach from the airport. And every now and then, yeah, you flick the ball up in the air and your plane's just gone past, but all of a sudden it just go right, just up in the air. Turbulence.
With a jet wash, yeah.
Quite incredible.
You got it in front of the engine cone, it spun round, and just flung it out.
Come back at you like a bullet, literally.
And then you throw something in the fan like you used to at school. Throw a drawing pin in the fan or something.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. My flight plan disappeared when I tried to put a direct to Palma's.
Oh my.
So it will be just manually flight.
Just get yourself to Ripra. That's the main one. That's where that's where the fun will start.
And it gives you an RNAV approaches on looking at that map.
It does, or
Just gives you RNAV stuff now. So
doesn't give me any approaches from Gibraltar.
Yeah, just an RNAV, and that's it. That's all I've got.
Create an approach. You see the rock to my right? Just. Yeah, I've just got to that one. Just turning onto Xavier. I'm at 4,000. Wicked.
Must be about 20 miles behind, I think.
You know one, but then I've got the names turned off.
Yeah, so you're behind me. Have you started your descent, Roberto? Have you started your descent?
Yeah,
He's nearly overtaken you, I think.
10,000 feet.
Oh yeah, you're pretty close, yeah, to Jason, yeah, in altitude.
Let's get to the pub first.
That's right, you can pay them.
Cold grande beer, please. Pub or grande beer, one beer.
Slowing down a bit, alright. Headed again. The doggy's back.
Sounds like a Jack Russell.
Cockapoodle, I think, wasn't it? You
Yeah,
said Roberto. Cross.
It's half poodle and half cocker.
Yeah, that's it.
Cockapoodle.
Cockapoodle.
Yeah. Cockapoo.
It's amazing what breeds of dogs you get now.
Did you hear someone tried to cross a bulldog with a Shih Tzu?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's no joke, guys. I heard that for years.
Old, isn't it? I know.
That's just showing your age, mate. Right, making the right turn now.
7 miles to Tarmac.
I see the rock.
Slowing right down.
What's my next waypoint? I'll get that X1, X7. 18 nautical miles.
Yeah, think about your speed as well, because from Ripra to the landing, there ain't a lot. It's going to be a lot going on.
250 knots, so I might reduce it to 200 and get a bit closer.
I'm at 200 now, just getting to X-Ava. And I'm in stage 1 of flaps.
180 turn, aren't we?
Not far off.
No, 90. About 90 degrees.
290s, isn't it almost?
Yeah. 354 degrees, it's the heading.
I think this is the best weather I've ever seen at Gibraltar, aren't you? Check my weather is live. What's this in front of me?
Probably Roberto.
Yeah, you three look quite close together. Well, I can see you.
To the right of me a little bit.
4,000 feet, bang on.
Nice.
Make my turn. So 244 degrees roughly. That's a bit of wind.
I think this is a generic plane, it's just pure yellow.
But nobody in mine has got any liveries apart from my plane for some reason tonight. All the statics have got liveries, but all your three were just either yellow, green. Quite boring.
You've got all the Airwego liveries installed, haven't you?
Yeah.
The fly-by-wire. Cool.
No, that would explain it.
So I'm flying I've got the ski one I have.
Yeah, if you haven't got a
Totally
fly-by-wire
wrong
one.
livery, but I feel it looks smart, so try it out.
No, I'll stick those back in then because it will make it a lot better.
Because we can't get that ALG traffic at the minute, I'm using this thing of Flight Sim 2.
2,000.
Changes all the European liveries.
Yeah, yeah. I know
It's
that.
pretty good as well. I'll use that for now. Right, where are we going now? We're doing another turn in a minute.
I'm doing my first 90-degree turn now.
I bet I'm catching it. I need to slow down. There we go.
I'm at 190 at the moment.
I'm still at 250.
Jesus.
I'm at 200.
I'm going to
Sweet
180
brain.
now.
First stage of flaps.
Slow now.
I'm going to auto manual now. Because you've got to fly manual from here on. Heading towards there. Okay. Go down a bit more.
approaching 100.
Must be warning that I'm too low. Yeah, I know.
Plate. What do I need to be at?
Oh, actually, someone below me now.
H3 are flat. So, did slow down. Ugh. Gear down. Down to 140. Some altitude. There we go. H3 flat, better, overspeed now. Alright, there's the runway. There it is, can just see it now. Can't turn yet. H4 flat. When you make your 90-degree turn, try and sort of aim for, there's a wharf on the left-hand side sticking out into the sea, sort of trying to aim to that and then just keep looking right until you see the runway.
Yeah.
And then make your final right-hand turn. But make sure you're low and slow.
Low and slow.
Low and slow.
Have you seen this beacon, this thing that Nigel's on?
No, I can't see it.
No, it's all over.
Making my right-hand turn now to the
I don't know
runway.
if I got far enough out. So we're missing.
Where's the runway? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Oh. There's the runway. Perfectly aligned.
267.
So,
Yeah, enormous things on this.
medium.
Yeah, thanks for that, Roberto, reminding me to do that.
Flaps 1.
Bit high, bit lower. That's better. That's better.
Brace.
Good. Looking good. Looking good. Looks to be a bit more right.
I do well at this airport, I just don't stop at the end. You do free cruises with this plane.
Looking good. 400. 300.
Final turn.
200. Oh yes. Oh yes. Butter. 100. Flare. Reverse is on. I'm down.
Flaps 4.
I think I bounced. And clear the runway.
Is this an official approach?
If the wind's right, yeah.
Very, very tight, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking now, if I've gone far enough. Wait to find out. I haven't had a crash in a while. This could be it. Oh, we're too high. Well, too high.
Someone is too high.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's not
me,
me.
that is. Definitely me. Am I going to go round? No. Put it down.
Steve, 40. Where are we? Oh yeah, there. Let's get out of the plane.
Oh, well, there's no way I'm going to do this.
1,000.
Okay, I reckon it's a go round. Definitely a go round.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Should we go over now?
I was in line as well.
I know, perfect line.
300.
Too high,
300.
Roberto's looking good.
Special air shows us.
200.
Low flyby. I'll do a wing wave as I go past.
100. 50, 30, 10, 5.
Because you bumped on my screen.
Yeah.
You bounced once. How are you getting on, Jason?
Just heading to the last waypoint.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I can see you. James is flying around the mountain.
Kind of doing a bit of a shortcut here.
You're not coming in from this side, are you?
No, go back round again.
Oh, good.
Just not doing it official.
You're behind the mountain now for me.
When did you start descending then? You must have gone before the final turn then.
Yeah.
I was at 2000 on final turn. Oops.
I got down to 1500 on my last turn.
That was my mistake.
And I was down to about 140 then, and I had everything down, flaps, gear, everything, because I just wanted to concentrate on the turn and getting lined up. So didn't want to worry about anything else.
Glad you follow the snail trail.
Glad you mentioned gear. To do that 2 weeks running. Last minute panic. Oh, gear!
You should see the wharf in front of you just sticking out. You should be on the line with that now, Jason. And then you're looking right to see the runway come into focus. And then you're at a nice altitude.
A little bit too low, possibly. Oh, I've started my turn too early.
No, you're fine, mate. Perfect. Don't descend anymore. Don't descend below 1,000 if possible. That's it. So that's perfect. Looking good. You're being flaps 4 now.
Concentrating on where I'm going, I've forgot my airspeed. I'm nearly plummeted.
You're making your right hand turn now.
Yeah. Got out my window.
Looking good.
High. Slow that down.
I love this approach. It's a challenging approach, but I just love it.
I've never done it before. I like it. It's really good.
It is.
It reminds me of the Madeira approach, similar to that.
Looking good, Jason.
All whites at the moment, but I can still make this.
2,000. 2,000.
Sounds like I've got a new voice in the cockpit counting me down.
1,000.
No!
Touchdown.
I bounced.
No, I bounced.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I bounced. I bounced. Roberto's bounced.
Lost my speed at the end. Just falling.
All left some tarmac for me.
All reversers. Come on, stop. There we go.
Come off on the left.
Yep. Spoilers retracted, flaps retracted. There we go.
Looking good, James. Nice altitude there, mate.
Probably too low this time.
No, that's fine. Just keep above 1,000 before you turn.
1300. Don't sink all the time. It's doing my head in.
Where are you moving your plane, Steve?
Sorry?
Your plane is moving.
I know it is. I just realised that. I'm in the drone camera at the end of the runway, and I just looked to see where my plane's gone. It's like, huh? Oh well.
What's my landing rate? Oh, 776. Not good.
676.
Five, 6, 4.
I'm just gonna get minus 200. So yeah, can butter it. Show us all our instant.
Someone's coming from the inside.
Someone's coming straight at you.
Oh, mate, move out the way. Good
Oh,
job,
yeah.
things are off. Oh.
Whoa!
Now it's 737.
God.
Don't dive, don't dive.
God.
He's got this. He's looking good.
Nice.
Oh,
Tiniest of bounces. Tiniest.
Now let's see if I can stop. Auto brake. That's probably the best landing I've done here.
Beautiful.
Sounds wicked when you got headphones on, so you know everything. That bounce didn't say that.
Tiny, yeah.
I'll take that.
Smallest bounce out of all of us.
I enjoyed that.
You're parked in the woods. Bring your plane back for the photo.
Will do, mate. We just stop campers. Just look at that's out the way. Right, okay. That's my aircraft. There we are.
Nice screenshot, that was nice. Right by the rock. Screen save, that is.
Why has my throttle done that? There we go.
Someone's got to pay for the terminal building damage.
Yeah. Go back a bit more. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I need to go left a bit because you're... There we go. That's better. Thanks, Roberto. Yeah, that was definitely fun. I love that plan, that approach. Good fun.
Yeah.
Little crap planes parked on my gate here. Piper, I think.
Oh yeah. What's next week? Let's have a nosy. Can never.
Another landing challenge.
It'll be a stole one. And 9th.
I think it's
Geneva
yeah.
to Portugal. Oh,
I remember doing that last time. That was wicked.
yeah.
That was the one when I changed into a 747, wasn't it? For a laugh.
That's the one, yep.
And it didn't go end well.
No, you landed well, didn't land, should I say. You splashed into a forest.
Into a ravine.
Didn't you do it in the A320 and it was fine because you got enough speed to, while she was dropping, to regain altitude?
The lowest possible.
That's it, yeah.
I just love the scenery on that. It's wicked. I've got the scenery still, I think, from last time.
Yeah, I have.
It's a free one, wasn't it? On
yeah. So I'll put it all up on the events on Discord anyway if you haven't got it. So
I'm going to check if mine's up to date as well.
Definitely.
I've got to get some practicing in the twin otter then. Without a doubt.
I might use that actually next week. I don't know.
Yeah, check out Courchevel beforehand if you want, Jason.
I've got ski slope one, isn't it? We look like a ski.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Similar to Luca, isn't it?
Yeah, very similar, yeah.
As you're rising, it's you think you're flying into the wrong spot, but
yeah.
Kind of one of them, innit? You get one chance, that's it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Passengers be screaming on that one.
Usually plenty of other people there as well.
Yeah, yeah. It is a very popular destination, yeah. Certainly is.
I've already signed up for it. There we go. What's the one after that?
Aesop's 16th of Feb.
South Africa.
Johannesburg to Harare.
Didn't quite do so well on the fuel on that one. Never mind. £2,000 under for some reason.
Cool.
Never mind.
Well, I got 2 greens on time and fuel correct. That's more luck than judgment.
So I had 3 greens, then I had a fuel over, and now I've got a fuel under.
I've got loads of fuel overs mainly. A couple of lates. One early.
No, all on time. 10 in a row on time.
Right, guys, thanks very much for participating again. Been a pleasure.
Good to be back.
Yeah, definitely. Good to have you back, James.
That's very enjoyable again. Thank you very much.
No problem. I say, if you want any tuition in the meantime or just want to jump on a flight and do something together, you're welcome to shout me up anytime you want. If I'm free, I'll join you.
Sunday.
Doesn't have to be just a Wednesday. Do anything anytime you want.
Just seen Roberto screenshot.
That guy in the air.
Yeah.
He's high, isn't he?
Looks like he's doing the waltz as well. It's got
It's good to see that it's not just mine that he loses his right lollipop when he's waving you in. Still. Anyway, cheers guys, thanks a lot.
Cheers guys, no
Cheers.
problem. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
speak to you all soon. Bye.